What is up, my friends and family? I'm Charmx, and today I'm going to be reacting to Chaperoning. I think that's how you say it, right? Or Chaperoning. I don't know. 7th graders by the Odd Ones Out. Now, I'm not really sure what to expect from this. It sounds like he might be, I don't know, taking them on a field trip or something? Maybe? I don't know, but with that being said, hopefully I hope you guys like this video. The original link's in the description. Without any further ado, let's begin.
You know, I've realized something. If I keep making videos about my life stories, then soon I'll run out of life to talk about. Which is why sometimes I'll agree to do a thing just so I can make a video about it later. Perks of being a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Eventually he would run out of stories, so that gives him an excuse now to live a crazy life. That way he'll keep having stories.
So my mom is friends with this junior high school teacher. Kudos to any junior high school teachers watching. It amazes me that anyone would be okay sitting in a room with 27th graders and not even getting paid that much to do it. My mom was talking to her like moms do, and I guess I came up in conversation. And my mom told her that I wanted to be a math teacher, but then I became a YouTuber instead. So my mom's friend, I'll just make up a fake name for her, I'll just call her Mom's Friend. Mom's Friend comes up to me and says, "Hey, would you be interested in helping tutor some 7th and 8th graders?" Ew. I think the only reason she chose—
At least they're not, do 7th and 8th graders act worse than, like, people in grade, like, 9 and 10? Because I know 9 and 10 is pretty crazy, but then again, I know back in, like, 7 and 8, they're also pretty crazy. So I don't know.
Chose me was because 1, I'm good at math, duh, and 2, I'd be good with kids or something. I told her I'd do it because 7th and 8th graders are the worst kinds of people. Unless you watch my videos, then you're cool. I'll finally get to live my half-hearted dream of teaching kids math. Now, I didn't make this video to talk about math, okay? That's boring. Before I even started tutoring these kids, Mom's Friend asked if I wanted to chaperone on a field trip so I can get to know them.
Hey, I was right! He is going on a field trip. And I don't think it's that 7th and 8th graders are the worst kinds of people. I think it's just when 7th and 8th graders are the most misbehaving, I guess. Like, in high school, I know in grade 9 is kind of the same. But as it goes on, you know, the kids get more mature, so they don't act all crazy. But I have some good memories from acting crazy back in high school. But yeah, I don't think they're, like, bad or anything. It's just that they're not as well behaved.
Okay, 7th and 8th graders are between the ages 11 and 13, aka the worst time to be alive as a human. You're going through puberty, you're super self-conscious, no one wants to be your friend. 7th grade is just one big popularity contest, and everyone's losing. No one looks back at themselves when they're in 7th grade and thinks, yeah, I was alright. There's definitely some Sevies watching right now thinking, oh, I'm not that bad. Doesn't matter who you are, you're gonna look back on these years and hate yourself.
Actually, I think I liked 7th grade and 8th grade more than in high school. So although some people can look back and say I hated 7 and 8, I think grade 7 and 8 were probably some of the best years for schooling.
I remember when I was in the 7th grade, I noticed all the cool kids wore really low socks. The shorter the sock, the cooler you were. So I always wore the lowest sock possible. Most of the time, you couldn't even see the socks. It looked like I was wearing nothing. That's how cool I was. Sometimes I put on girl socks because they were the lowest socks I could find. I was so cool. Anyway,
until it comes to gym class and you have to change your shoes and they all see your socks.
I was going to be chaperoning these kids on a field trip. They were going to the big college here in Arizona. Can I just say ASU? And this was supposed to get them excited to learn and pursue a higher education. Kinda awkward bringing me along, the successful college dropout. Hey kids, you should go to college. It's important. I don't count though. And I didn't know what to expect on this field trip. YouTube says my biggest demographic is 18 to 24-year-olds, but I don't think that's true. Because it's usually kids leaving comments and emailing me asking to collab. Either they're the loud minority, or there's a bunch of kids lying about their age on YouTube. I walk into the classroom, and everyone's head turns. Is that the Odd Ones Out? Oh my goodness, it's the Odd Ones Out! Kids started forming lines, they were taking pictures, they were hugging me, and I'm just kidding, that didn't happen. No one cared.
I was gonna say, I mean, your channel's based off of drawing, and you don't show your face that much. How would that many people recognize you?
They're all still talking in their cliques. With all the kids I've talked to over the internet, that sounded wrong. With all the kids I've talked to, I was hoping that at least one kid had seen my stuff. But nope, so I just sat in silence and played on my phone. We get on the bus. I don't remember where I said this, but on school buses, all the cool kids sit in the back. Well, this time the opposite was true, because I sat in the front. We arrive at the college, I go to this group—
That's true, in school buses, whoever sits at the back is like, you know, the cool kids. But he sat in the front, so obviously, that means that's where the cool kids sit.
Group of kiddos and I say, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And at that moment, I realized I sounded exactly like one of those adults who try to talk to kids but have no idea what to say. I was planning on them saying astronaut or doctor, and then I was going to say, well, you could learn that in college. That's what I was going to say. So what do you want to be when you grow up? They said nothing. They didn't say anything. They just looked at me like, why is this old guy trying to talk to us? So then I just walked away. All right, I need a new question.
That's awkward.
I wanted to somehow bring up, hey, I have over 1 million subs on YouTube. But that's tacky. You don't just start conversations like that. Sub counts have to come out naturally. So I went up to a new group of kids and I said, so do you guys watch any YouTube videos? And most of the kids did the same thing, looking at me like I was weird. But one kid said, rice gum. Ugh, ew. Here's actually the story of how I met Rice Gum. So I was at VidCon and all of a sudden a huge crowd of people just goes running by. And I said, who's that? And someone else said, Rice Gum. And then I said, oh, who's that? And I didn't really meet him. My friend Gabe did though. So we were given a tour of this college.
Gabe the dog.
It was actually kind of interesting because it was the college that I would have attended if I wasn't trying to save money. It was fun seeing what could have been. There were other junior highs doing tours at the same time, so we crossed paths with this preparatory school. I'm guessing it was a preparatory school because they were wearing uniforms. And this one kid in the other group just pointed to me saying, the odd one's out, the odd one's out, over and over, and I just said, hey, back to him. And that was it, we just kept walking. No pictures or high fives. Man, why couldn't have that kid been in my group? Preparatory kids are so much cooler. So we do the tour and I was in the back not talking to anyone. We ate lunch and there was actually a kid in my group who did know me. His name was Connor. I think he was too shy to talk to me at first. Thanks, Connor. Where were you when I asked your peers what they wanted to be when they grew up? But he was cool, we ate lunch together. The field trip was almost over and I kept thinking, man, I did not connect with these kids like at all.
I think that's what a lot of adults feel when they have to deal with kids, because a lot of adults, you know, they think that I'm hip, I can relate with kids, but the truth is there's such a age difference and the times change so much that you can't really relate with them that much unless you're like their parent, which even today, you know, most parents can't relate with their kids that much because of like the age difference and the way kids are growing up now.
Well, they are only 7th and 8th graders, so it's not like I need their approval. Hey kids, I have 1.8 million subs on YouTube! It was tacky to use my sub count to get validated by these children, but after I said that...
You just blurted that out?
Everyone loved me. I think I made a good connection with them. And okay, all the kids I tutored that were failing math, 90% of the time, they weren't failing because they didn't understand the material. They were failing because they were missing assignments. So alright, I'm about to tutor everyone watching this video. And this goes for you college folks too. Kids, turn in your work. Even if it's late, it's better than a 0. Alright, lesson's over. We're not gonna do an end card for this video.
Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. I can't believe you just blurted out, I got 1.8 million subs. Love me! But nonetheless, it was pretty funny, and if you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, pause, and share with a friend if you're new, and subscribe and join the family today. Also, make sure you go subscribe to The Odd Ones Out, and with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Boop.